Good morning, children. So today we will continue the carbon-90 compounds. Yesterday we were discussing about the formation of coal and petroleum. That is combustion. Okay. Now we will try to study about oxidation. Okay. See, already we studied the oxidation process in maybe first chapter. Carbon and its compounds, carbon compounds can be easily oxidized. These can be easily oxidized on combustion. Okay. So in addition to this complete, in addition to complete combustion, we use a word here complete combustion. I will give one or two examples. Maybe it will be clear for you. Okay. We have reactions in which alcohols are converted to carboxylic acids. So in this, alcohols get converted into carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acids. Okay. So example I will tell. See, saturated suppose there is a saturated hydrocarbon. Okay. What is saturated? Means they are single bond with functional group. Alcohol. Okay. Saturated hydrocarbons, you know very well. Saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. What they give? They give clean flame. They give clean flame, means completely clean flame. Okay. But unsaturated hydrocarbons will give what they give? They give yellow flame with lots of smoke, lots of black smoke deposit over it. Black smoke. Okay. This is one concept. However, one more reason is limiting the supply of air results in incomplete combustion. Suppose if there is limited supply of air, so this also leads to incomplete combustion. Okay. Then we will try to know what is actually oxidation and what are the oxidizing agents. Okay. Example is oxidation of alcohol, ethyl alcohol. I told alcohols are converted to carboxylic acid. Okay. Alcohol CH3 CH2OH. So this is ethanol or ethyl alcohol. Okay. This, for what we do here, reaction will take place in the presence of alkaline KMNO4. I will tell what are these alkaline KMNO4 and they are heated along with this. Or instead of that we can take acidified K2Cr2O7. This is called potassium dichromate plus heated. So when these alcohols are treated with alkaline KMNO4, then they are converted into carboxylic acid CH3COOH. Okay. Means what we see here, we see that some substances are capable of adding oxygen to the two others. So what happens here? This potassium permanganate is a oxidizing agent. So this oxidizing agent means what? I will tell you. Oxidizing agents means what? Oxidizing agents. Okay, those substances, those substances which can add oxygen, they will give or they will supply one oxygen atom to starting material, to starting material are called oxidizing agent, are called oxidizing agents. Okay, means they are able to give supply one oxygen atom for the oxidation reaction. Okay, this is how alcohol is converted into carboxylic acid in presence of alkaline KMnO4 or acidified potassium dichromate. Okay, this is one reaction. So that's why these both are known as oxidizing agents. Okay. Now, I'll give one more example which will be little clear. How the formation of any substance or any incomplete combustion take place. I'll give an example here. See. So first is carbon undergoes oxidation at high temperature. Carbon will undergo what? Oxidation at high temperature. At high temperature, what they form? To form oxides, means there is oxides, that is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide are formed. Okay, so they will undergo oxidation, means high temperature means a large quantity of oxygen supplied, but combustion will take very incomplete. Carbon plus half oxygen will give carbon monoxide. This is gaseous form. Okay, so this is incomplete combustion. It is formed due to incomplete combustion. Carbon monoxide is formed because of incomplete combustion of carbon at high temperature. Okay, so where it is present actually is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, where it is released? Carbon monoxide is present in automobile exhaust. Whenever the vehicles will release more smoke, at that time automobile exhaust volcanic gases, whenever there is volcano takes place, that time also there is a release of lot of carbon monoxide. This is harmful gas, colorless gas, which will directly go and enter the lungs and affect the lungs, which is unknown. We cannot guess also. Okay, so chimney gases, because big industries factories, they have long chimneys. Okay, so in this place carbon monoxide is released if the combustion takes place incompletely. Okay, but if the combustion is complete, carbon plus oxygen with carbon dioxide, this is the result of complete combustion. Okay, this is for your knowledge, you should know is, because most of the questions may be asked in your multiple choice in this way also. Okay, then one more example we can take is when ethane is passed through alkaline solution of potassium permanganate. Ethane is passed through alkaline solution of potassium permanganate. There is formation of purple color potassium, see, purple color potassium permanganate will fade away. So, very simple, you understand complete combustion, incomplete combustion. Okay. Now, there are again two types of reaction which are mainly called addition reaction and substitution reaction. The name itself indicates addition. Addition means what? Adding of any substance or adding of any molecule. Okay. So where we should add? Where we should add and why it is necessary to study this addition reactions. Okay. See, unsaturated hydrocarbons add hydrogen in presence of catalyst. But what is a catalyst? You should know what is catalyst. Okay. So catalysts are the substances. Catalysts are the substances that cause a reaction to occur or to proceed to occur or proceed at a different rate. Actually, rate means rate of reaction in the sense we call speeding. Increase the speed of the reaction quickly. The reaction takes place quickly. So to make the reaction very faster, this catalyst is used, and this catalyst is used. When it is used, it will not affect to the reaction. The catalyst will not get affected or it will not affect. Only the thing is, it will increase the speed of the reaction. Quickly the reaction takes place. Okay. Like one example I give. Suppose you are cooking food. You are preparing any dish. Okay. Suppose you want the food very fast, get cooked very fast. What we add? We add sodium bicarbonate. We add soda here, so that quickly the food is prepared. So this will happen in the case of functions or mostly in the case of hotels. Okay. So like that only, soda will increase speed of the food, but it will not affect the system. See, then what are the example for catalyst? See, catalyst, one is we use palladium or nickel. Palladium as nickel as catalyst in the reactions which take place. Okay. This reaction is commonly used in the hydrogenation of oils. This we are using where? We are using in the hydrogenation of oils. Okay. Then where the reaction takes place? I told already. This happens only in the hydrogen of oils, hydrogenation of vegetable oils or oils. Generally we say vegetable oils. Vegetable oils using nickel or catalyst. Nickel or palladium as catalyst. Vegetable oils generally have long unsaturated carbon chains, while animal fats have saturated. Okay. Then vegetable oils have what? Long chain, long unsaturated carbon chain. But animal fats, they have what? Saturated carbon chain. They have saturated carbon chain. So this is the concept, simple concept. Okay. Now, then how the reaction take place? Okay. We'll try to find it. Unsaturated hydrocarbons means there are double bond, okay, and triple bond also is there. One or two examples we'll discuss here. General reaction or general addition reaction we call. The general formula for addition reaction is, I told, generally alkanes do not undergo addition reaction. Alkanes will never undergo addition reaction. Alkanes are found to be least reactive. Alkanes do not undergo what? Addition reaction. Next, unsaturated, and that's why they are not reactive. Okay, when they do not undergo addition reaction, they are least reactive. Alkanes are found to be what? Least reactive. Least reactive. But alkenes and alkynes are more reactive. Alkenes and alkynes are what? More reactive. Okay. Again in this, among alkenes and alkynes, between these two, alkenes are found to be more reactive. Again, they are more reactive. But comparatively, alkenes are very reactive. They are very reactive compared to alkynes. So this is a point. So first point is alkanes do not undergo addition reaction. Alkanes are least reactive. But alkenes and alkynes are more reactive. They undergo addition reaction. They will undergo addition reaction. These are unsaturated. Already you know. These are unsaturated. These are saturated. Simple concept. Okay. These are unsaturated. These are saturated. Okay, this you should know. And alkenes and alkynes are more reactive. But again, between these two, alkenes are very reactive compared to alkynes. Okay, this is a simple concept. Okay, vegetable oils having long and unsaturated carbon chains. That's what I told. Already we discussed here. Okay, so we will go for general formula of addition reaction. We take here alkenes. C. Okay. So general formula of reaction of addition reaction is R. Okay. So this is a general reaction. Okay. So this will take place where in presence of nickel catalyst. Nickel will act as a catalyst and hydrogen is added here. We are adding hydrogen here. Okay. 2 hydrogen we are adding. That's what I told, addition reaction. So C, then again what we do here? R. Two hydrogen we are adding, because when you add two hydrogen, the two hydrogen atoms is equal to one bond. So that's why H, H, H and H. So this is the general formula of addition reaction. Okay.